Welcome back to another video. Today I've got the Kzzi K75 Lite on my review table. Another exciting keyboard to dive into. Before we begin, I want to let you know that this video was sponsored by Kzzi. They provided the K75 free of charge for the purpose of this review, as well as provided a giveaway unit for you guys. However, rest assured all opinions you hear today are completely my own and unbiased. I'll leave all the relevant information for the giveaway in the description. Okay, let's get the ball rolling with the unboxing experience. The box itself embodies the less is more philosophy, featuring a couple of 3D sketches of the board on the front, simple branding, and a notable typing related quote. While it may seem insignificant to many, I do appreciate Kzzi's straightforward yet effective packaging. Inside, the keyboard itself comes in a plastic sleeve with the user manual underneath. For accessories, you're getting a USB-A to USB-C cable, followed by a dual keycap and switch puller, as well as 4 spare switches. Okay, I'm going to go over some of the main specs and features before getting into my own thoughts and opinions. The K75 Lite is priced at $89.99 on KzziStore.com. The board features an exploded 75% layout with 82 keys. With tri-mode connectivity, you can connect via Bluetooth, 2.4 GHz wireless, or wired USB-C. It also features a 3750 mAh battery. With the main specs and features out of the way, let's start by discussing the design and aesthetics. Aesthetically, the K75 Lite has some unique flares with its contrasting sloped and straight edges, as well as innovative connection mode lever. This contrasting keycap theme is becoming increasingly popular in keyboard designs these days. The K75 also offers several top printed themes for those who prefer a more traditional style. You're getting an exploded layout, which means the arrow and navigation cluster is spaced out from the alphas. This would be my preference, but it does sacrifice some symmetry for the benefit of usability, in my opinion. The keyboard is constructed from a plastic material, so it's not likely to be the most robust keyboard ever built, but it's not the flimsiest either. In terms of typing experience, it feels really nice with its gasket mount providing a soft cushion experience. It's immediately evident when a keyboard feels really cheap, and I don't get that feeling here. That being said, as mentioned, it's not overly premium feeling either. Flipping the board over, I'm going to quickly go over some of the physical features on the case. All the essentials are present under here with a rubber case foot in each corner, paired with a set of height adjustable feet offering 2 layers of adjustment, both also containing a rubber pad for grip. There's a ribbed accent piece that houses the 2.4 GHz wireless receiver as well as a metal information plate. Moving over to the edges, front, right and left are all clean with the USB-C port situated on the back edge. The back edge also has one of the more unique designs with this protruding section. Let's flip the board back upright and start discussing what's going on the surface. On the top right of the board there's an indicator LED section, which I always find to be a nice addition, given the LEDs are implemented properly. And in the K75 Lite's case, they are. Slightly to the left of these LEDs, you'll probably have noticed Kzzi's brand logo. I'd always prefer to see a branding free keyboard, but if not, would prefer for it to only be on one of the edges rather than on the surface, but that's more of a preference. Some may not be too bothered. You might have also noticed this connection mode switch, and this is new innovation to me. I like how they've implemented a lever system for switching between connection modes. Whilst we're up top, let's talk about these keycaps. So they're double shot PBT in the cherry profile with the obvious side printed legends. Personally, I'm not a major fan of side printing, but that's definitely a personal preference, potentially derived from my lack of typing skill. Regardless, the side printing is well implemented with the backlight brightly shining through. If you tend to look as you type, a dim backlight makes it all the harder. Luckily, that's not an issue with the K75 Lite. Moving down a layer deeper, the board comes with a variety of proprietary switches, of which I've opted for the rain switch set. These switches are a preloop linear, requiring an operating force of about 40 grams and actuate at 1.6 millimeters. Offering a faster actuation than many switches, but not too fast, I recommend this option for a good hybrid between typing and gaming. They're quite a light switch and feel absolutely smooth thanks to the factory loop, so I had a really pleasant experience with them. Segueing on from the feel, let me talk a bit about the sound. The sound profile produced by the K75 is super poppy with a smooth creamy signature at the same time. As with most keyboards I review on the channel, I wouldn't be overly keen on bringing it into the office, as it's quite audible. Combining both sound and feel, I was very satisfied. It both sounds and feels smooth as well as meaty with nice creamy pops. Okay, I'm going to cover software compatibility next. Unfortunately, there's no QMK or V support on offer here, but Kzzi do offer their own software driver. As with basically all other drivers, the user experience leaves a lot to be desired, but regardless, it allows you to remap your keys across several layers, create macros, as well as choose and tune your RGB effects. Okay, covering off some more bits and pieces, the board features a 3750 mAh battery, which isn't overly big, but Kzzi rate the board for 20 days with no RGB, or 5 using the RGB lighting. Speaking of, the board features numerous RGB preset modes you can cycle between, as well as some cool ones like this one that illuminates the WASD and arrow keys, which you might fancy using for gaming. In wireless modes, you can hold FN and enter to get a handy battery level indicator via the backlighting. It's also got N key rollover in all modes, which supports it well for gaming. At this point in the video, I would usually perform a teardown to showcase the internal structure of the keyboard, but for the life of me, I could not get this thing open, so that is definitely minus points for disassembly and customizability. That being said, I do have some information I can share on the internals. The K75 Lite comes gasket mounted and equipped with 5 layers of sound dampening foams for a soft, clean sound and feel, and this is actually evident in my opinion. You're also getting a polycarbonate plate with plate mounted stabilizers, as well as a 3 or 5 pin hot swappable PCB with south facing RGB LEDs. That's about as much as I can showcase without actually getting inside the keyboard. So as always, it's time to play the sound test before I leave you with my closing remarks and recommendations. So, the Kzzi K75 Lite offers a mix of unique design elements and solid functionality. Its contrasting sloped and straight edges, along with innovative connection mode lever, set it apart aesthetically. The typing experience is enhanced by the gasket mount, providing a soft and cushioned feel. However, while the keyboard avoids feeling cheap, it doesn't quite reach premium level either. Priced at $89.99, the K75 Lite faces stiff competition from other keyboards in this price range and even some cheaper alternatives. It feels slightly overpriced considering the features and build quality offered by some of its peers. Nevertheless, it remains a nice keyboard with a satisfying typing and sound experience, making it a decent option if you find its unique design and features appealing. That concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider dropping a like and subscribing, as your support is greatly appreciated. See you in the next one.